Stay classy, Golden Eagles. Welcome back from spring break. Hope everything went well and you guys are doing well and you and your families are feeling well. Happy to see you guys again, or as much as we can see, obviously. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys another chapter of our book because of Winn-Dixie. I'm really enjoying reading it. I hope you guys are enjoying hearing it. A couple things before we get started on chapter 4. It's kind of a short chapter, so this video won't be too long. There's going to be an activity today about the Oregon Trail. So it's going to be an Oregon Trail game, and you're going to be journaling along with it as if you're on the Oregon Trail. So act as if it's 1847, kind of like our book, The Stout-Hearted Seven. Act as if you and your family are on the Oregon Trail, going across from, let's say, Missouri, because that's what the Sager family did, and journal like that. There's going to be an example, a couple of examples there for you that you can kind of use to guide you, but be creative about this. Change the name of your family, change the number of people, do what you want, but be creative. But I want you to journal as if you were doing it, and journal as you're playing the game. Journal like what happens. Did you cross the river successfully? Did it not? What job did you choose? And all that good type of stuff. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, go ahead and comment below, and then I'll get back to you guys and we'll communicate with it. Hope everything goes well. This is chapter 4 of Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate D. Camilla. Chapter 4. 1, said the preacher. We were sitting on the couch, and Winn-Dixie was sitting between us. Winn-Dixie had already decided that he liked the couch a lot. 1, said the preacher again. Winn-Dixie looked at him kind of hard. Your mama was funny. She could make just about anybody laugh. 2, he said. She had red hair and freckles. Just like me, I said. Just like you, the preacher nodded. 3, she liked to plant things. She had a talent for it. She could stick a tire in the ground and grow a car. Winn-Dixie started chewing on his paw, and I tapped him on the forehead to make him stop. 4, said the preacher. She could run fast. If you were racing her, you couldn't ever let her get a head start because she would beat you for sure. I'm that way too, I said. Back home in Watley, I raced Liam Fullerton and beat him, and he said it wasn't fair because boys and girls shouldn't race each other to begin with. I told him that he was just a sore loser. The preacher nodded. He was quiet for a minute. I'm ready for number 5, I told him. 5, he said. She couldn't cook. She burned everything, including water. She had a hard time opening a can of beans. She couldn't make head nor tail of a piece of meat. 6. The preacher rubbed his nose and looked at the ceiling. Winn-Dixie looked up too. Number 6 is that your mama loved a story. She would sit and listen to stories all day long. She loved to be told a story. She especially liked funny ones, stories that made her laugh. The preacher nodded his head like he was agreeing with himself. What's number 7, I asked. Let's see, he said. She knew all the constellations, every planet in the nighttime sky, every last one of them. She could name them and point them out. She never got tired of looking up at them. Number 8, said the preacher, with his eyes closed, was that she hated being a preacher's wife. She said that she couldn't stand having the ladies at church judge what she was wearing and what she was cooking and how she was singing. She said it made her feel like a bug under a microscope. Winn-Dixie laid down on the couch. He put his nose in the preacher's lap and his tail in mine. 10, said the preacher. 9, I told him. 9, said the preacher. She drank. She drank beer and whiskey and wine, and sometimes she couldn't stop drinking, and that made me and your mama fight quite a bit. Number 10, he said with a long sigh. Number 10 is that your mama loved you. She loved you very much. But she left me, I told him. She left us, said the preacher softly. I could see him pulling his old turtle head back into his stupid turtle shell. She packed her bags and left us, and she said she didn't leave one thing behind. Okay, I said. I got up off the couch. Winn-Dixie hopped up too. Thank you for telling me, I said. I went right back to my room and wrote down all 10 things that the preacher had told me. I wrote them down just the way he said them to me so that I wouldn't forget them. And then I read them out loud to Winn-Dixie until I had them memorized. I wanted to know those 10 things inside and out. That way, if Mama ever came back, I could recognize her, and I would be able to grab her and hold her tight and not let her get away from me again. That was the end of chapter 4, guys. I hope you have a good luck today working on your activities. Make sure your messaging if videos or links and different types of stuff don't work. I hope everything goes well. Stay classy, Golden Eagles.